Welcome back to another episode of Making Noise Off the Record. I'm Rob, your host, and today I'm joined by the lovely Lucy Simmonds. Lucy, hello, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
Very good, thank you. Thanks for joining me today. I know it's been a very, very busy time for you, and we'll get on to that a little bit in a minute. Before we do start talking about where you are now and your new single, etc., let's start a little bit further back. And how did you first get into music? Because you've been doing it for a while.
Yeah, I started doing musical theatre, West End shows when I was around 8. But before that, I was just kind of singing karaoke songs around 6-ish. So it just kind of went on from there, really.
Okay. Have you been in and well, I mean, I know the answer to this because of course we've talked already, but for our listeners and viewers, what kind of things have you been in when we talk about the
I
West
was
End?
I started in Les Mis, which was my first show, and I played Cosette.
Wow.
And then I went into Mary Poppins UK tour, and then it was School of Rock, and I was in the original cast of that, which was amazing. And then I finished in Ruthless, the musical.
That is absolutely incredible. So
Yeah.
what's the evolution been from musical theatre then to kind of where you are now with your kind of own music career? Was that always the plan to kind of go off with your solo career?
I guess so. I didn't really understand the difference when I was younger, I think. I think I just kind of saw performing as being on stage and just kind of and then when I went into when I did The Voice Kids in 2019, that's when I kind of realised, oh, right, this is what I want to do. This is what I want to do, as in recording studios and all that kind of stuff, rather than something that everyone else has seen already. So I think that's when I kind of realised that's what I wanted to do in the future, rather than musical theatre.
Do you write your own music then? When we're talking about Lucy Simmonds as a solo artist, do you write your own material?
Yeah, I do.
Brilliant. What's the writing process for you then?
It's quite a long process. It starts just me kind of thinking of an idea and making sure there's a message to sing about, obviously. And then I just kind of sit down in my room and write a few lyrics, try and get something done in that time. I don't finish it in a day. It takes a good few days to do it because I struggle on some parts of the song. I really struggle writing sometimes. It's just kind of difficult because you want to make sure that it's something people want to listen to, obviously. You don't want something that's not really in trend at that point. But yeah, it's good to do. Just trying to put in situations that's happened in your life is really fun to write about as well.
Yeah. Do you write the music and the lyrics, or have you got a band behind you that come up with the music?
Yes, I do all the lyrics, and I usually find a type beat online or just a kind of pre-made backing track, and I sing to it and see if that's how I want it. And then we send it off to our friend who's a producer, and he kind of remakes something around that idea, and then we go and record it and all that kind of stuff.
Great. Yeah. So let's talk then about your new single, Hell.
Yeah.
So that was released last week.
Yeah, last Friday, I think.
What's the response been like since then?
It's been amazing. There's a lot of people who just love listening to it. It's such a nice feeling knowing people love it. It is just something that I never thought I'd ever expect in my life. In fact, I've actually got a song out in the world. It's mad.
Is it your first single?
Yeah, it is.
Wow. I bet that's a really, really exciting feeling for you.
Oh, it really is amazing. It's great.
Let's talk about the single itself then. It's called Hell. What's the kind of what's the thought behind the song itself?
Yeah, so it's basically about everyone has a choice of being kind. You can either choose that or you just don't. There's a lot of people who don't choose that, and then it kind of has consequences and they just end up in hell, really.
Great.
It's just kind of a simple way behind it.
So it's got a really cool meaning to it, actually. It's not quite as one-dimensional as maybe the word hell. That's great. I've listened to the song a lot. I'm really looking forward to playing it on the show this coming Monday. That's on the 19th on Pure West Radio. If obviously you're listening to this or watching this now after that date, you can go back making-noise.com, click on the radio tab there at the top, and you'll be able to listen back. So I'm really looking forward to playing it. I know that my co-hosts are looking forward to listening to it. What are your plans now with music moving forward? Have you got some more releases up your sleeve? Are you looking at gigging in the future?
Yeah, so hopefully near the summer I'll be having a few songs come out as an EP, which would be amazing. I think that's going to be like 4 songs possibly. So
Brilliant.
some of those are being made right now.
Is that going to include Hell, or is that all 4 new songs?
It's going to be 4 new songs.
Wow.
Some I've wrote ages ago and we're having to remake them, but it's going to be good. It's going to be like a little like summer jam, yeah.
Great, great. So in terms of your live performance, then you're a seasoned performer in the West End. Have you done much in terms of a performance with your music?
No, not really. I mean, I've done a few like pub gigs, little things around, and just doing loads of covers. So I haven't actually done anything where it's just my songs and I'm singing my songs, which would be such a good thing to do as well when I get older. I really want to do that so I can actually get my songs out there.
Brilliant.
But hopefully that will be
Well,
something.
we're really looking here at Making Noise. We're really looking forward to following your career, supporting you however we can. Tell us where we can listen to your new single, other than on the show on Monday.
So it's out on Spotify and Apple Music, and the original music video is out on YouTube as well.
Brilliant, brilliant. Okay, in terms of where we can find you, then you're on social media and things like that. Okay.
Yeah, I'm on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook.
Great.
Yeah.
So anybody who's going to listen to the new single, watching this interview, let's get over and support Lucy. Follow her career. I'm sure it's going to be incredible. Lucy, we'll leave it there. It'll be nice and brief today because, like I said, I'm looking forward to seeing where this takes you. We'll get you back on. We'll play more of your music on the show in the future, particularly when the EP is going to be released. So keep in touch. And we'll play lots of your music moving forward. As I said there, Making Noise airs live on Pure West Radio. That's purewestradio.com. This coming Monday the 19th at 9 p.m. We're going to be playing Hell by Lucy Simmonds, plus loads more great music as well. As I said, if you're listening to this now after that date, make sure you head back and listen in retrospect. Lucy, thanks so much for joining me today.
Thank you for having me.
No, not at all. I'm sorry it's brief, and I'm really looking forward to having you back on to see where you are now in a few months or years' time.
Perfect.
Cheers. All the best. Good luck.
Thank you.
Bye.